This is Looper Rabbit here, and I'm going to show you all the rabbits that I currently have. Currently, I have 8 rabbits. I am babysitting one for my friend, and I think that I have 3 pregnant does. So first, I'm going to start with my 2 blacks. I have one Mini Rex black doe. Her name is Fudge. She is 6 years old. She is the first baby that I've ever had. Her mom sadly died a couple years ago. But she's a sweetie pie. I do show my rabbits in the 4-H rabbit show for my county, but she is just too old and too white to show. I have 2 rabbits that are too old to show right now, but the rest are pretty young. But she does love her toys, so she, as you can tell, she has a little empty bottle. It doesn't actually have, it's actually a vitamin, but it doesn't have it anymore. It's completely clean. And then she has a hanging toy that she likes to just bat around. She does have a stick. I gave all of them sticks this morning. The best sticks to give them are apple and pear tree sticks. That's what I give them. And then you could give them oak sticks, but it's just apple and pear trees are more flavorful to them. My next black doe, she's a mini satin. A mini satin and a mini rex are just a little bit different. The mini satin has a different type of fur and they are a little smaller. The mini rex, their max weight is 4.5 pounds and the mini satin is only 3.5 pounds, their max weight. So she's a sweetie pie. She's a little timid. If you see this little looks like a double chin, just a thing of skin hanging under their chin, it's called a dewlap. It's what the does where they pull out their fur for their babies. She, her name's Betty. She is 4 years old, we think, but she's not having any babies yet. We want to have her, we want her to get pregnant and have some babies. Some kits is what they're actually called, but we just haven't found a buck yet. I'm gonna start down here. This is the oldest rabbit we have. He is, we think 8 years old, we're not quite sure. His name's Rudy, and he is a Triantha standard. Triantha is a pretty rare, not very much recognized breed of rabbits, so it's good that I have some just to show people what they are. Some of them could have tempers, some of them are really nice. The mini rexes, they are very family friendly, they're very good starter rabbits, but the Trianthas are more for experienced rabbit people. He is 8 years old. He does have moon eye, which is cataracts, so it's very hard for him to see things. He has lots of matted fur. He does have a mate, and he has a daughter that we still have, and I will show you them in a couple seconds. But I only have 2 bucks. The rest are does. But my other buck is Snickers. He is a Mini Rex Red. Mini Rex Reds are not as popular. Same thing with Trianthas. The most popular varieties or colors, as they're called, for Mini Rexes are broken or black. But reds are a not very common color. He is my other buck. He is 2 years old. I got him when he was 3 months old. He does have a mate and a daughter that I have here. He's a sweetie pie. He loves all people and just loves being loved on and pet. He does still have a stick he has not finished yet. Since all of my rabbits are on wire cages or stacked cages, as you can tell, they are wire bottoms, so rabbits could get sore hocks, and some of my rabbits do have sore hocks. So we give the resty mats, which is just plastic mats that they can lay on so they don't get very bad hocks that start bleeding. All of my rabbits use water bottles. Some people say that water bottles are really bad for rabbits. They don't give them enough water, but none of my rabbits have problems with this. They get enough water. They know how to use it. I train them once I get them at a very young age or once they are born. They love these little door like toys. They're just little clips that have just like a ring on the end. They love to flip them around. Right on top of Snickers is his mate Skittles. She is my first Mini Rex Red Rabbit that I have ever gotten. It was either her or a chocolate, and so I got her. She also has the same toy that Snickers does. She is currently laying down, but sometimes she is kind of mean. She is in a state of shedding, so she has pretty bad fur right now, but she doesn't really like to be handled that much. Right now she likes to be petted, but she's had 3 daughters in one litter. I own one, and then I'm babysitting one other, which is my friend's. They are all litter box trained and all water bottle trained. At the bottom, they're kind of dirty, but at the bottom I have, I'll give them Timothy hay and show Purina pellets. And then, but if what they don't make in the litter box, it just ends up in a pan, so it's not all over the floor, which eventually it does. We clean them. You're supposed to clean your rabbits every other couple of days, just to keep them nice and clean. Some of them have plastic litter boxes, as Skittles does, and some of them, as Fudge does, are metal. The metal litter boxes we got from Tractor Supply, and they are just big dog food bowls, but they fit perfectly for rabbits, and it's just the rabbits that do have metal litter boxes have chewed their plastic ones, and plastic's not good for rabbits, so we gave them metal ones. The next rabbit up here, this is not currently my rabbit, but is a rabbit that I've had before and I just given away to one of my friends. She is on vacation, so I'm babysitting her. Her name is M&M. She is the daughter of Snickers and Skittles, and her sister I will show in just a second. So she is another Mini Rex Red Doe. She is about a year old. She was born last year in February, a couple days before Valentine's Day. But she is a sweetie pie. She is not as good as her dad or her sister in showing, but she does pretty good. Her mother, Skittles, I think this year was her last show for rabbits. She's just getting so old. She's 3 years old. She's getting so old that she is not as good as when she was younger. She also has a toy that she loves. All of my rabbits are on this apartment style stack cages. I have 2 stack cages, one 2 wide and one wide, and then on top I have a double that is made just the same way as the stacked. It's just a double. I'm gonna first go down to Twix. That is Skittles and Snickers' daughter and the sister to Eminem. We think she is pregnant right now. That's why she's like super grouchy. But she does love being petted. I just had her out. She does have a hanging toy just the same as Fudge. She doesn't use toys as much as Fudge does, but she does like the hanging toys. She has had 2 litters so far. They have both died the day they were born. We don't know if they were stillborn or she didn't keep them warm enough. The first time mothers are really hard. Usually their litters die. And that has been the case for her and all of our mothers so far. We're hoping to get this litter that we think she's pregnant with to keep alive. It's just really hard to tell if a rabbit is pregnant because they don't have any pregnancy tests and they don't really go to the vet often, so you just have to guess, really. Then the next one is Rose. Rose is the daughter of Rudy and the daughter of Peach, which is Rudy's mate, which is just above her. We also think she's pregnant. She's never had any litters. She's the very, very first time mom. She's a sweetie pie. She is not as mean as her mother. She is a Treantha standard. The standard means that their one color is a red, this deep red color. We also have 2 rescue mats because she does have some sore hocks, and so we don't want them to get any more sore, especially if she is pregnant. She does have the door toy. The very last rabbit that we have is Peach. She is the mother of Rose and the mate of Rudy. She is kind of mean. She was our first Treantha ever that we've ever had. She is about 4 or 5 years old. We don't really know. We got her when she was a year. But she has had 2 litters so far. In her second litter, there was 2 girls and a boy. But we sold the 1 girl and 1 boy, and we kept Rose, which was the best one. So we first, the mother gives birth to them. Then we show them at the fair or a rabbit show, and we see which one gets the best ribbon or is the best one, and we keep that one, and then we sell the others, because we only have enough room for keeping one. But they all get their food from Timothy Hay, which is over here. We just get this really big box from Amazon. We do not use orchard grass. We've never used orchard grass. We only use Timothy Hay. It's only $20 at Amazon. It's a 10-pound bag, 10-pound box. But with the amount of rabbits we have, we use a lot. Next, I will show you our nesting boxes for the mothers and just other food we use. Okay, so now I'm going to show you the type of food and litter and then the nesting boxes that we use for the mothers. This is the type of pellets we use. It is called Purina Show Chow. It's mostly used for show rabbits. That's the only really type of pellets. Mostly you're supposed to give your rabbits 80% hay, and about 2% veggies and about 15% show chow or pellets. So mostly their main diet is Timothy Hay. Eminem right now, she changed diets. She's using a Forte diet chow. It's not show chow, it's just a different brand. just if you're showing rabbits, just give them the Purina Show Chow, and if you're not, you can just look for the best type of pellets for your rabbits, and you can either give them some Timothy hay or orchard grass. Next we have these. Here is agility. I do agility for my rabbits, but this is the bridge that I use, and then I have a couple jumps. But we have currently 3 nesting boxes for, we think, our 3 pregnant does. We originally have this metal one that has metal all around, and then it has a wood bottom that you can take out and clean. That's what we originally got, and then we couldn't find any more metal, so we got wood ones. Our wood ones are just rabbit nest box. They are all wood. We just couldn't find any more metal. If you look around, we have a bunch of carrier cages for rabbits. We have 2 doubles, a single and a quadruple. Just for the amount of rabbits we have, we need to take them to show, and then that's what we have. Here's a scale. This is a bag for what I bring to show. It just has all the different things that you need. We have harnesses. Yes, rabbits can use harnesses. We have currently 4 harnesses with 4 leashes. They are 8 style harnesses. And then I have just from different things that you need for a show. Right here is my grooming table. Right now I have this Rex Fur Spray. It's just conditioner for show rabbits, just to make their fur a little bit better and shinier. I also have a satin, but I do not have a Triantha just because they're a newer breed. I have a brush. I just got a new one, and then I have this volcanic stone. This stone is the best thing you can use for mini Rexes or Rexes. It's just rabbits with Rex fur. It's just because the brushes don't really help the Rex fur since it's so short, and this just demats everything, and it's a volcanic stone that's really good for their short fur. Here is a couple little tiny blankets for the babies. We just make sure that the mama lets us pick up her babies. We usually check them every day and weigh them just to make sure that they are getting enough milk and growing. So we just put them in the little blankets just to keep them warm, since baby rabbits or kits are born hairless with their eyes closed and their ears down. So they are pretty much helpless till at least 10 days old. That's when their eyes start opening and their ears start coming up. I also have this wire brush. It is better to get a wire brush with rubber or silicone tips, just to, it's just better for the rabbit's skin, especially with short-haired rabbits. The wire I think that hurts their skin a little more than the silicone tips. Then we have our nail clippers and our quick stop, which if I accidentally quick them, which means I clip their nails too short, which makes them start bleeding. This is bamboo styptic powder, which is, we just call it quick stop, and it's just made of bamboo. It's just powder that you just put on their bleeding toe, and it just stops it up and lets them heal better. I think that's just all for just getting to know my rabbits and how many rabbits I have and the things that I use for them. I know this is kind of long video. This is my first video of introducing my rabbits, and I hope to make more on my rabbit agility, which will be my next video, and just introducing them. I know a lot of people have free-range rabbits. I do not personally have free-range rabbits, since most of them are does, and does are very territorial, and especially since if you show rabbits, you cannot neuter or spay them. So that's why they have temperaments, and so that's why I cannot keep them together. They have to be separated. That's why I would love to have free-range rabbits, but with the amount of rabbits I have, and since none of them are spayed or neutered, then I cannot have them together. That's all for me. Subscribe, like, and comment, and thanks guys for watching this.